What's good, everybody? Happy Easter to all of you who celebrate that. This is your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting. And it's not close. It is Sunday brunch. M Squared named this show that, and it's never been more appropriate than today. Now, as always, before we look forward, we must look back, and we had a fantastic day at the brand on Saturday. Look at that. Everybody perfect except for AB. But you know what we do? We're a crew. We lift each other up. One person has a bad day. The others have a good day. It's how we work, including you at home. Now, we have a busy day. A busy day across all sports. And here at CBS, the great company we get to work for right now because of the rain, the third round of the Masters is completing as we speak. So Masters, baseball, the end of the basketball season today, regular season. So we got a lot to talk about. So let's bring in two of my absolute very best on this holiday. We take no days off. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we love when baseball season comes around because this man's on all the time. Matt Snyder, the sniper. Good morning.
How you doing? Hey, see, the only thing I know about golf is that the Masters was a big deal, and we have it on CBS, so I'm rocking the CBS sweatshirt today.
There you go. I wore my Masters gear yesterday, and everybody was like, where'd you get that? I said, the only place you can get it, at the Masters. Now, this man has been all over the Masters, DFS, everything. It doesn't matter the sport. Live from Nashville, Tennessee, the penthouse level. M Squared. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Happy Sunday brunch to everyone out there. It's such a beautiful day. You got early Masters golf going to be going on all day. Not often do you get to just sit there and watch guys battle for 30 holes in a row. It's going to be a lot of fun. Fired up for it, though. Day baseball. You got a nice NASCAR race on dirt tonight as well. Let's get to it.
What else could you want? By the way, Mikey, it's not often that you are jealous of me, but next week, I think it's next week, I'll be at the IndyCar race next Sunday in Long Beach.
Very nice. It's a beautiful track.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Nice.
I'll be hitting you up, get a little information before I head over there next Sunday afternoon. But this is about this Sunday. And it's time to get into fade or follow in our marquee matchups. We got three first-place teams, the Brewers, the Twins, the Angels, who play 20 minutes from where I'm sitting right now. These are the odds. These are the teams that they're playing. Maddie, let's start with you. Of these favorites, which one wins today?
Okay, first of all, I'm absolutely staying away from the Twins because the Astros starting 3-6, they're just a sleeping giant. There's no way I'm going on that one. I'm going to go with the Angels. I like a Reed Detmer's breakout this year. He's on the hill for the Angels. He threw 5 1/3 scoreless innings against the Blue Jays last August. The Blue Jays blew a 5-run lead to the Angels last night. Mike Trout with a big 3-run bomb to put him on top. Kikuchi on the hill for the Blue Jays, 9.71 career ERA against the Angels in his career, 8.54 ERA in Angels Stadium. Going with the Angels.
All right, Mikey, what say you?
Yeah, I am definitely on the opposite side of Reed Detmers. I don't believe in him at all. Personally, we will talk about that in a little bit. As far as the Twins-Astros game, I'm staying away there. I don't think the game gets postponed, but I definitely think we have weather issues there. Could see some in-game delays. So I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Brewers here. A little pricey, about where I make the game. I make it minus 160. Not an edge that I would be anxious to be going to play. However, I do think that they get the job done here. Peralta is actually a sneaky good starter here. I prefer the Cardinals against left-handed pitching a lot more than I do against righties here. So it would be the Brewers here for me.
Oh, Mikey, the juice. Yeah, it's a little steep, but sometimes the juice.
Sometimes it's worth the squeeze. It is.
You're damn right. And today is one of those days. All right, I'm going to take the Angels. All I know is that I go on Roger Lodge's Sports Lodge on AM 830 out here every single week. Every single week. It's the home of the Angels. They are all in this year, and I mean all in to be a playoff team. They do not want to lose Shohei Ohtani. So I'm taking the Angels to complete a really good weekend series. They won their first two series of the season, and they want to do it again. And I think they get it done today. So I agree with Maddie, and Mikey is on the Brewers. I would tell you to play that as well. All right, we're just getting started. But as you know, I told you Early Edge is taking over CBS Sports HQ. Later in the 11 a.m. Eastern hour, I will be on with AB at 11:15, and then Mikey right behind us at 11:45 because CBS Sports HQ, it's our new home. Let's go.
Get breaking news,
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
highlights, and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final four.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Oh, Daniel in the chat says, finally catching a live show. Daniel, thank you very much. Tell all your friends. Come in the deep end. The water's warm. All right, it's time to pick the prop. Who's going to hit a home run today? And there's so many fun bets this year that the sports books have come up with, which are pretty cool. But this is very simple, very clear-cut, and we love it. All right, Matthew Snyder, the sniper. Yordan Alvarez playing the Twins. Shohei playing the Blue Jays. And the Yankees, who are they playing today? I can't remember. Can you tell me?
Baltimore Orioles.
There you go, the Orioles. So there are the numbers of these three bombers. Who's going yard today?
I'm going to go with Ohtani. I already picked the Angels, kind of sticks with the theme there, and he has 2 home runs and 17 at-bats against Blue Jay starter Kikuchi. I believe they saw each other a few times in Japan before they both came over as well, so we've got some familiarity there. You know I love that for the hitter. Shohei Ohtani's the pick for me.
And I echo that as well. I'm all in on everything Angels today. Mikey, what do you like off this screen?
Yeah, off of the screen here, it's pretty clearly going to be Anthony Rizzo for me at plus 700. I really like the price point here. Look, you're in a ballpark that the fences have changed a little bit. It's a little bit more difficult, not extremely difficult though. Still has plenty of power. Looking at the number here on this one, when you look at what the 700 translates to, that's 12.5%. I have him closer to 15% to hit a home run, making the number down to around plus 560. So considering the weather situation with Alvarez, Ohtani giving up the platoon advantage to start in the baseball game, I'm going to go with Rizzo where they get a guaranteed 9th inning team at bat. I think there'll be enough opportunities there.
All right, so we have 2 Ohtanis. We have 1 Rizzo. Who do you think at home is going to go yard today? Play along with us. Alvarez, Ohtani, Rizzo. And by the way, if you came into the show and you didn't hit the like button, it's like school. You didn't do your homework. Go back, hit that like button, take the show down, put it right back up, and keep on chatting like we love that you do every single day. So thank you for that. All right, now, the Masters on CBS, a tradition unlike any other. Here are the current live odds at the start of the show. They are fluid. They are always changing. John Rahm, plus 105. He is currently, as we sit, 1 back of Brooks Koepka at the top of the leaderboard. Before the week started, Mikey, anybody that was willing to talk about it said, wouldn't it be great if we had 1 PGA Tour star, 1 Live star at the end of the week battling it out? That's exactly what we have. There are a few guys 6, 7 shots back, but right now this is a 2-horse race. So, Mikey, who would you put your money on heading into they're currently playing the 13th hole to par 5 as we speak?
For me, it's got to be John Rahm here. Look, Brooks Koepka really benefited from the draw in terms of when he had his tee times in this tournament. He's played incredibly well, but John Rahm has as well. John Rahm, double bogey on the first hole and has been nearly perfect since. Has played through significantly more difficult conditions thus far. I think that's the only way to look here. I make him all the way up to minus 140 right now. No idea what the current market is on it, as it's definitely shifted since we've been here on the show. But I definitely think this is John Rahm's to go grab and win. And I'm looking forward to all of the social media jokes when Brooks Koepka has a 54-hole lead, but does not win the event.
That's very funny. That's very, very funny. It was very interesting, an interview that Brooks did, I think after the first round, where he admitted that if he had been healthy, because he's as healthy maybe as he's ever been in his entire career. And he said, if I'd been healthy when the Live situation came up, it would have probably been a different story, a different decision, because a lot of those guys are going to make the same amount of money on the PGA Tour now because of the elevated events. So for me, I've got to go with John Rahm too. He does not make a mistake. And right now, Brooks Koepka is going to play perfect golf for a man who's won several times on the PGA Tour this season. I'm going John Rahm. And at those odds, you only got to catch one guy. You don't have to pass a bunch. You only got to catch one guy. They should finish on time tonight, by the way. It's supposed to be Sunday in the afternoon. Could be a spectacular. Anybody else, Mikey, that you would want to tell because there's still head-to-heads that we could do. There's still a lot of things that they could do.
Yeah, I mean, watch out for Patrick Cantlay. You saw his name there. I don't think he's going to threaten to win unless we see both Brooks and Rahm really find a double bogey and really kind of let things unravel a little bit. So watching him, I was watching Matthew Fitzpatrick a little bit, not someone I'm going to be investing in going forward, though. And then Jason Day continues to lurk. Again, not going to be someone who's going to contend to win. Definitely live for top 5 finishes, something I'm looking at there. The thing that I would note, though, we're both on Rahm. I don't want to discount what Brooks has done. He's played incredible. And you look at the scrambling in this event, these guys, they rate 1 and 2 so far throughout the event. They definitely both deserve to be up there at the top. It's going to be a heck of a finish down the stretch, but my money's on Jon Rahm.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be a lot of fun. You never know how you're going to get to the finish line when it comes to the Masters, but damn it, it is always fun. All right, we've got a big board today, but before we do that, got to pay those pesky little bills. The next major, yes, also right here with us at CBS.
Golf's biggest stars descend on Oak Hill for one unforgettable major. The PGA Championship coming in May to CBS.
All right, it's time to get to our board for the day. And this man named this show Sunday Brunch, so he gets to go first. Mikey, where are we headed today?
We are headed out to Angel Stadium. However, I think I'm on the different side as both of you guys today here on this one. In a way, we can all still win. I'm on the Blue Jays, so I like the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 runs. Played at -106 on FanDuel here this morning. Once again, simply put, we need a 5th run in this ball game to cash this bet for the Toronto Blue Jays. Love attacking with the Blue Jays when they get left-handed pitching. This lineup is definitely built to hit lefties. Reed Detmers is someone I want to pick on just a little bit. I think that the upside is clearly there at times. However, I still grade him out very close to a league average starting pitcher. When I look at some of the numbers here, I'm very concerned with the launch angle and how often he is getting barreled. Was getting barreled almost 12% in 2021. That number dropped to 8%, but that's still not putting him in the top 150 starting pitchers in Major League Baseball or pitchers throwing enough innings to basically fit that criteria. When you look at the weather in this game, it's by far the best hitting conditions we're going to see on the slate today. Actually, pretty warm for this time of year in LA. We're going to see temperatures in the upper 70s here, winds blowing out to center. Really strong air density index for this time of the season here. Going to play more like a June baseball game, which again is pretty significant with the rule changes that we've seen. Love the lineup here against the lefties. Give me the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 runs.
To back up Mikey there, I was out playing golf yesterday. And again, as I said, I live 20 minutes from the stadium, and it was a gorgeous day. A little bit of wind, but it was getting warmer and warmer in the afternoon. So that's going to be good for this game today, a 4:07 p.m. Eastern start. All right, I'm going to go next. And I saw somebody in the chat, Antonio, I believe, said the New Orleans Pelicans and Minnesota Timberwolves are the only game of note today. What are you talking about? We'll be talking about all the scenarios at 11:15 a.m. Eastern time on CBS Sports HQ, but I got 4 plays today. 4 things still matter in the Western Conference. Now, I know you're going to look at all the games. All 30 teams play today. You can't play most of these games. Don't touch them unless you want to play overs. Like yesterday, 282, 261. When you don't try, it's usually on the defensive end, not on the offensive end. So that clearly may be a trend, but I would stay away except for these 4. We're going to start with that Pelicans Timberwolves team. Over 227. I think this is basically a playoff game today. Seeding matters. Remember the play-in tournament. 7 plays 8, 9 plays 10. The winner of 7-8, they're in the 7th spot. The 8th then has to play the winner of 9 and 10. So there's a potentially 2 games they would save. That's how important this game is. So we're going to go over 227. Then Jazz Lakers over 231.5. The Jazz, I correctly on HQ yesterday said they would cover against the Nuggets because Nuggets had nothing to play for. The Lakers do have something to play for. So we're going to go over. The only way the Lakers have been playing better this year is by playing faster. They cast the over on Friday. They'll do it again today, 231.5. Then the spread in the Clippers-Suns game. I love the Clippers. What? This is a first-round matchup. The Suns are giving them nothing. The Clippers, they want to avoid all the stuff I just told you about. I'll lay the 10.5 because the Suns are expected to play no one. And then the last one, Warriors-Blazers over 234. The Warriors also, the spread is 17 in this game. The Blazers have a third string. They went 261 yesterday. So the Warriors, they'll sail over this 234 today. Those are my 4 plays from 4 games that matter in the NBA. Now, Matty Snyder's come out of the blocks on fire. Come out of the blocks ready to go. So on a Sunday brunch version of the Early Edge, he has more than earned the maestro spot. Matthew Snyder, you're up.
Well, first up, I'm going to agree with Mike that we can all win on that one because the Angels won 7-5 last night. We get a similar final score there. Everybody's good to go there. I'm going to go all the way across the country and go with the Rays on the run line. They're going to win by more than 1.5. You know why? Because they've done it every single time this year. They're 8-0. They've won by at least 4 runs every single game. Yes, they're beating up on weak competition, but that doesn't mean to us because we can still cash those tickets. It doesn't matter who they're playing. As long as they win by 2, they're going to do that. I know it's negative 130, but as we heard earlier in the show, sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. It's worth the squeeze on the Rays today. Drew Rasmussen on the bump. 2.64 ERA as a starter ever since he went to Tampa Bay. The Rays are just bludgeoning teams to death this year. As I said, they've won every single game by at least 4. 64-18 is what they've outscored their opponents by this year. They're going to keep that going. It's going to be another bloodbath. They're going to start 9-0. Another one, also out east, Aaron Judge against the Orioles. He absolutely feasts on them. Orioles starter Tyler Wells on the bump today, going against Aaron Judge in his career, not very good. Judge is 6 for 14 with a double, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Last night I told Snake I want Judge over 1.5 hits plus RBIs plus run. That's an A-Mags play, as you know. I'm going here with Judge. I wake up and the line is actually over 2.5. I don't care. I'm going with it. We're probably going to get about 4 or 5 at a Judge today. He owns Wells. He has slugged over 700 in Camden yards in his career. And you might say, hey, sniper. What about the wall being moved back in Baltimore now in left field? It's way too far back there. Well, you know what? Last year in Camden, Judge hit 438 with a 1,000 slugging. He had 5 home runs in 9 games last year in Baltimore. We love Judge. He's going way over that 2.5.
Jeffrey in the chat said, Judge in Camden is just different.
Yep, absolutely.
True words, Jeffrey, have never been spoken. Real quick, Matty, I saw an article yesterday. It's from one of the betting websites, and they were talking about the explosion of popularity for this hits, runs, and RBI bet that's kind of new this year. And A-Mags has brought it to the show.
It's because of A-Mags.
Yeah, why do you think it's so popular?
I, for a long time, had been on the total bases, as you probably remember from the World Series last year, and I hit Bryce Harper almost every game on that. And the 1.5, it's a little bit easier if maybe a guy draws a walk because we don't get the total bases. Let's say he's on base 3 times. Well, now we can get him in via the run. It's a little bit easier to hit that one. Maybe get a sac fly to get an RBI. That's not a bat. It's not a hit. It's not a total base. It's a little bit easier to get that if you know that a guy is going to be a good offensive performer. I like it better than just sticking with the total bases.
All right. And listen to what Matty says, especially if you're new to baseball betting, we got you covered right here. And if you're a SportsLine member, then you get all of that. We educate and entertain all over the site. And if you're not, I'll do you a solid. I'll give you 30 days for free right here, right now. Use a promo code EARLY. You get the sniper. You get all of them squared stuff. I'm not up there yet. I don't know why they won't put me on the site. I don't know. I keep asking. They keep telling me no. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake. Somebody in the chat said, what is the 1s and the 2s? Look it up. M squared, Blue Jays, team total over 4.5. The Snipers on the Rays minus 1.5. 11-0 they won yesterday. Aaron Judge over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs plus 110. And then 4 plays from me in the association. These are 4 games that matter to at least one of these 2 teams. Pelicans, T-Wolves over 227. T-Wolves yesterday, 282 in their game. Jazz Lakers over 231.5. Clippers minus 10.5. Warriors Blazers over 234. Remember, we'll be here every single day this week. Multiple shows on weekdays. Tell all your friends, just because basketball is starting to come to an end, we're here every single day. 365. Weekdays, twice a day. We have sports-specific shows. Us, SportsLine, like that. And we want you a part of the party. So with all of that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of the Sunday Happy Easter tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Sniper, M Squared, Snake on the ones and the twos. I am simply the coach trying to keep this train on the track. Join us every single day. Make it a part of your day. How you start. Pay it forward. Be positive. And we'll meet you. You know where. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about at the early edge. Good luck.